Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 87th edition of what I like to call What I Eat Wednesdays, where we take a look at some of those What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Person videos on TikTok. Today's episode happens to fall on Valentine's Day, so I have just one question. Will you be my Valentine? By subscribing to the channel. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. What I eat in a day. 9 a.m. pain au chocolat and a Pepsi Max. The good old pain au chocolat. I love when the chocolate is painful. I believe that's French. Okay, what are we even doing? Air frying something? Okay. Okay, so that's the pain au chocolat. Dude, don't tell me that's chocolate. I remember chocolate. I always hated it. Name that reference. Okay, so that's a terrible thing to have for breakfast. 10 a.m., 1 hour later, potato scones with tomato sauce. Okay. Those are scones. They look more like tortilla chips. Okay, these scones were oddly shaped to me, so I had to look it up. And apparently American scones differ from British scones. American scones have a higher ratio of fat to flour than British scones do. They're also shaped differently. It was really the shape that was throwing me off there. Ours are not triangular like that. They look more like a biscuit. Tomato sauce. Okay, ours are more of a sweet thing as well. Okay, we're having some Tesco summer fruit water, I guess. Okay, now we're showing ourselves drinking the water. We didn't show ourselves eating any of the other foods. Some of them do that. Some of them don't want you to see them eating any kind of food, but they'll gladly show themselves drinking. Plain chicken mayo with cheese and tomato sauce and a Coke Zero. Plain chicken mayo. Okay. Is that a chicken sandwich? Does it not have a bun? What is going on? Chicken mayo with cheese. And tomato sauce. Oh, ketchup. My bad. Okay, so it's a chicken sandwich. I don't know why we call that a chicken mayo. Ew. Only one bun for less calories. Hey, there you go. Not really. The real thing to do here is not to go out for fast food. Good thing they breaded that chicken, because it's not like it was going on some bread. And a Coke Zero, of course. 2 p.m. Whisper Duo and water. Ugh, get that water out of here. Oh, is that a Kirkland? You guys have Costco over there. Okay, this right here looks really sad and beige, like the sad beige moms. 4 p.m. mac and cheese, chips, and mozzarella sticks with a Pepsi Max. So just a bunch of deep fried nonsense and cheese. And of course, a Pepsi Max, because we have to have some kind of sweet liquid in our mouth at all times, even if it tastes like battery acid. I don't care how awful it tastes, as long as it has some kind of sweetness in it, right? I don't know how anybody gets past the flavor of any of those artificial sweeteners. And this is somebody that's gotten past the flavor of kombucha to enjoy it. That one tasted like vinegar when I first started drinking it. Now it tastes like heaven. Dude, this looks like an intestinal blockage on a plate. I'm sorry to be gross. That's what I think of when I just see a big old plate of deep fried carbs and cheese. Like you're not gonna poop for days. A little too much info there. A little too much. I'm sorry, guys. We get very personal and very close to each other on this particular show. I'm gonna tell you a bunch of stuff about myself that you don't want to know. Ah, here comes the pool cleaner looking salt. Here we go. Our industrial-sized container of salt that looks like it's pool cleaning chemicals. Okay, let's go. That must be the standard over there. You can't buy salt in like a small little shaker. They're like, you want some salt, love? And then they just pull out this gigantic pool cleaner-sized shock container. All right, and then now we have more tomato sauce and bread, which seems to be a staple in your diet. 3 mini pizzas. Okay, are those bagel pizzas that you put in the microwave or the oven? Oh boy, yeah, we gotta add salt to that. Those don't come with salt or anything. It looks so silly to me just seeing that stupid giant salt container come in from the side. You're like, ah! It's very jarring. Okay, there, you're showing yourself eating some of the food. Okay. What? Oh boy, the day just keeps going, man. Alright, 8:30 p.m. Chips, cheese, and chicken tikka with pink sauce and an iron brew. Iron brew, I know, but there's no O in it. And there's no W on the brew part, so... Chips and cheese seems to be a classic combo over there as well. I believe that's short for chicken tikka masala or something. But they never say the masala part. They only say tikka. Got some good old iron brew. That's a drink. Pink sauce. Okay, I don't know what that is. You're adding salt to that, okay. What is that pink sauce? Ugh. And what is that iron brew? Is there sugar in that? It looks like there's probably sugar in it. And there's a picture of a guy like lifting weights or being buff on the front of it. So yeah, there's probably sugar in there. 11 p.m. Chicken goujons with tomato sauce. Okay, you eat a lot of tomato sauce as well. I don't recommend that. There's likely a ton of sugar in all of that. I don't know what a goujon is. Whatever they are, they look like they're breaded and fried, so more nonsense. Just never get over that deep fried goodness, huh? And some ketchup. You've eaten a lot of ketchup today. Okay. How about some vegetables with this? No, we're just eating like children. Just tendies every single meal, basically. I think every meal contains some kind of deep fried element, didn't it? Okay. Let's take a look at that one and add it up. Alright, so you started the day off with chocolate pain or something. That blood sugar spike is going to cause you pain later on when you get all tired and hungry. And with it, you had a Pepsi Max. First thing in the dang old morning. Oh my gosh. There is something just especially egregious about soda first thing in the morning, right? You guys agree, right? Isn't that like crazy? You wake up first thing in the morning, you roll out of bed, you're like, oh. Like, I don't know, it just seems completely ridiculous to me. Like, you roll out of bed and you just like start unwrapping a Reese's peanut butter cup. You're like, oh. Man. Oh, gotta rub the sleep out of my eyes. Oh. Like, what? And then later on, you had potato scones with tomato sauce. That was like a savory scone, I'm guessing, because you put ketchup on it. And after that, you had some fruit water. Hopefully there was no sugar in that. I have found something similar with no sugar at my grocery store, and it was pretty good. It didn't have any sweeteners in it. And then later on, you had some fast food via a chicken mayo with cheese and tomato sauce. It was a deep-fried, breaded piece of chicken that was between some bread. And with it, you had a Coke Zero, of course. Then later on, you had a Wispa Duo, which was some sort of chocolate bar, and some water. After that, you had a big old pile of deep-fried abomination via some chips and cheese and like mozzarella sticks and all this type of nonsense. And of course, you had a Pepsi Max with that. Later on, you had 3 mini pizzas. I'm doing air quotes right now. They were like those bagel bites that you reheat. After that, you had more chips and cheese. After that, you had some chicken tikka, likely masala. And with it, you had an burr. And then you wrapped up the evening with some chicken goujons with tomato sauce, which was some more breaded and deep-fried nonsense. All right, after very little deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 10. Oh man, that was bad. That was real bad. Everything was breaded and fried, and there was cheese everywhere, and there was ketchup left and right. What are we doing? I definitely appreciate the honesty, and you got an extra point for that. You're like, whoa, so that was a 0 then? Yeah. Next.
What I eat a day as a fat person, healing my relationship with food.
All right, here is Sissy Uwu. I believe her name is Sierra Ann. She's such a sweetheart.
Prime lemonades have had me in a chokehold.
They got you in a chokehold. Okay, was it a rear naked or a guillotine? You know, sometimes food is so good that it hurts you. I had a burger that was so good the other day, it had me in an armbar. So I relate. You're like, oh, dude, this burger. Oh, ah! Ah! You start tapping. Ah! Ah! That's a damn good burger.
I'm literally obsessed. Throughout the week, I love...
Literally obsessed. That's a damn good lemonade, huh? How much sugar's in that lemonade? Don't be drinking that first thing in the morning.
Going to Panera to get work done. So I decided to take my husband there on his day off.
Dude, get the hell out of this fast food establishment. Unless it's one of the sponsors shown here.
And we ordered some food. I got some broccoli cheddar soup and this Baja bowl. I did the pick too, but I underestimated how filling this bowl would be, so I didn't really finish my broccoli cheddar soup. And we haven't...
Okay, I'm just gonna consider that fast food and eating out, because it is. That's not a broccoli cheddar soup. That is a pile of chicken, tomatoes, avocado. What else is in there? I'm not sure what to call that. Let's just call that chicken, tomato, avocado.
Broccoli cheddar soup and this Baja bowl. I did
Baja bowl, they were calling that. Okay, and it looks like you have some chips with it.
To pick two, but I underestimated.
You put the chips on top of it, you crazy SOB. Sierra Ann!
How filling this bowl would be, so I didn't really finish my broccoli cheddar soup. And we haven't had coffee.
We haven't had coffee, so we decided to get a milkshake. Okay, that's not coffee, my friend. Coffee isn't, you know, a good 25% whipped cream last time I checked.
And forever, so then we decided to go get some coffee from Scooters.
Coffee from Scooters. Dude, you just keep on scooting right past Scooters, okay? You keep scooting right on past to a place that actually has coffee, because that ain't it, sis. No, no. That is not the hue of coffee, my good madam. Coffee from Scooters?
And forever, so then we decided to go get some coffee from...
Get it out of here, I swear to God. He needs to drop kick that drink right out of your hand.
From Scooters? We both got the sugar cookie...
Oh, he's too busy eating his own thumb. Okay.
Latte. I got mine iced and he got his hot. It was very...
His looks like it might actually have a coffee in it. Notice how his comes with a sipping lid and yours came in a milkshake container with a straw. Notice the look on his face. That's the look of somebody that just had a sip of coffee. Notice the look on your face. That's the look on somebody's face when they just had a sip of a milkshake. You can tell just by the looks on your face what's in your cups. He's like, And then she's like, this coffee? Oh my God, it's crazy. This coffee is the best thing I've ever had in my freaking life. Transcendental coffee.
Very sugary, which I wasn't a fan of. But it still had a good flavor. Then I used this...
Obviously that was super sweet, Sierra Ann. Look at it. It is so lightly colored.
Good flavor. Then I use this rice maker / steamer that I have to steam some broccoli.
Okay, all right. Didn't have to steam it though. You could have put some olive oil, salt, and pepper on that sucker, toss it in a dish, and put it in the oven.
And then I also cooked some rice right underneath that.
Okay, all right.
And every lazy girl's go-to dinner, a rotisserie chicken. I had a leg.
Okay, I'm liking this.
And some breast, and the breast is a little dry, so I...
Some Cholula, we like that.
Added some Cholula hot sauce to that. And this was kind of...
All right, so we got a rotisserie chicken, some rice, and some broccoli. All right, okay. Even though you did not make that rotisserie chicken, it was one of those ones that you buy pre-made from the grocery store. It's not nearly as bad as fast food or going out to a restaurant. It does have a lot of wacky stuff in that brine, though. I recommend just buying a chicken and tossing it in the oven yourself. It takes like an hour, dude. Or maybe like an hour and a half for a whole chicken, depending.
Kind of like a weird timing. It was a little after lunchtime. So around dinner, I ended up having some leftovers with some potatoes. This looks very...
Some leftovers with some potatoes. Oh, of that meal that you just had? But now you're having potatoes instead of rice?
Very weird. I don't know why it looks like that.
Okay, and then for dinner you had chicken and potatoes. All right, it looks like the meals got a little bit better towards the end there. Let's take a look and add it up. Okay, so you started the day off with the lemonade that has you in a chokehold. Probably all that sugar. That's probably why you feel like you're in a chokehold every time you have some of this lemonade. There's nothing like a lemonade that makes you feel like you can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? That's a quality lemonade. Mwah! To have a sip of it. This lemonade has me in a chokehold. That's like something that Diamond would say. All right, so obviously that's a terrible idea. Even though it's just a drink, you bet your butt that there's a ton of sugar in there. And then later on, you went to a fast food establishment and got some broccoli cheddar soup. And you had some chicken, tomato, avocado, Baja bowl, as they called it, from that same establishment. And a bag of chips that you crumbled on top. Then later on, you got some coffee from Scooters. Dang it, Scooter! What the hell are you doing? That was more like a milkshake, as we clearly saw. And then later on in the evening, you decided to have a rotisserie chicken with some rice and broccoli. All right, that was very nice. And then later on in the evening after that, for dinner, you had leftovers of that. But instead of rice, this time you had potatoes, which is fine. I didn't see if there was more broccoli when you had the thing again later for dinner. All right, after much deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10 because of the fast food establishment that you ate one of your meals from. If you had not had that meal from a fast food establishment and instead had it at home, you could have knocked that score up to like a 6 or something like that. Literally take the same exact dish that you were gonna eat there and make it at home instead. Boom, bumping up that score. Next.
Hi guys, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. Remember, I'm fat and I don't eat healthy.
Hi Diamond, welcome back to another episode of What I Eat Wednesdays, where we take a look at some of those What I Eat in a Day as a fat person videos and give them a score of 1 to 10. How are you? That's a mouthful, huh?
Today for breakfast, I ordered myself an acai bowl from Pliables.
Acai! Sorry. Okay, so let's see how much sugar and how many carbs are in this acai bowl.
I don't know if any of y'all have ever been to Pliables before, but they have so many smoothie bowl options and you can
I have not.
customize them literally however you want.
I'll bet you that this is mostly just sugary carbs, which is why it's so delicious.
For my base, I did the classic acai, and for my toppings, I got strawberries, bananas.
Okay, so for those that aren't aware, acai is a type of berry that grows on a palm tree that comes from South America. The fact that it comes from a palm tree makes me think that it's not all that healthy, just like palm oil. But these are just random speculations from a guy with a microphone. Also, the fact that it's touted as some sort of health food makes me very skeptical.
Pineapples, coconut flakes, almonds, and some granola.
Yep, they gotta put that granola in there. You know what else is in there? A ton of sugar. There's no way that this does not have a ton of added sugar. If it's a smoothie bowl, I bet the smoothie that they put in there is where all the added sugar is.
I want one right now.
Oh, I'm sure it's freaking delicious. It sounds very sweet and delicious.
Anyways, sorry about that. Today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did go a little crazy with that. You got a little nutty there. Beware of any sort of granola or smoothie bowls or any stuff like that. If it tastes all sweet and delicious, then it's sweet and it's not good for you. You're like, man, This health food is really next level, bro. Oh my god. It tastes as good as a freaking candy bar. Yeah, it does.
For lunch, I got some Chipotle.
Oh man, come on. Is today gonna be all fast food and whatnot?
I ordered a chicken
Chipotle, get it out of here.
burrito bowl with
Chicken burrito bowl. Okay, so we've got no tortilla here, but we definitely have a bunch of rice and likely other carbs in there.
white rice, no beans, fajita veggies, corn salsa, pico de gallo, extra sour cream, cheese, extra lettuce, and some white queso.
Okay, that's not a low-carb dish.
And along with my burrito bowl, I'm also having a bag of their tortilla chips.
Okay. Their tortilla... What the heck did you write on the screen there? Oh, come on now. Really? Come on, man. This is a family show.
Tonight for dinner, I picked up some Sonic and I...
No! Get the heck out of there! Is that one of those pretzel dogs? I'm like, get the hell out of there. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is that a pretzel bun? Those things are crazy.
got myself a soft pretzel twist with cheese, a corn dog, and a Reese's Sonic Blast.
Reese's Sonic Blast? Oh my god, no.
If you're really listening to this video right now, do me a favor.
I am.
Go to the comments and let me know what you like to order from Sonic.
I stay the hell away from there. And every other fast food establishment.
Personally, I love their soft pretzel twist and their Reese's Sonic Blasts.
Dude, any sort of pretzel flavored bread is automatically delicious. At Wiener Schnitzel, I used to eat those pretzel hot dogs or whatever the hell. Those were delicious. It was crazy.
Also, do you like to bite the crispy parts off of the corn dog stick? Or
Yes, obviously, you can't just leave that little bit of deep fried bready goodness on the stick. If you don't nibble it off, I submit that there's something wrong with you.
or is that just me? But yeah, that is everything I had for the day. But
What is even happening here? They took a Reese's and just went to town on it with a mallet. And they just put it on top of your drink. They crumbled it. Here you go. The blender's broken again. Hold on, let me get the hammer out. All right, here you go, ma'am. Enjoy. There's a lot of violence that goes into making those drinks. Looks like sawdust. It looks like you got that from the woodcutting mill.
like I always tell y'all, that's enough about me. What did you eat today? Let me know in the comments. Bye.
Bye. What did I eat today? So far I've just been asphyxiating on my own anguish. Let's take a look at that one and add it up. Alright, so you started the day off with an acai bowl, which had some strawberries, bananas, Sorry, I forgot to do that when I was filming this. Blueberries, pineapple, coconut flakes, almonds, and granola in it. Honestly, that's just a whole bunch of sugar first thing in the morning, and I'm not talking about the natural sugar that's in all that fruit, but the added sugar that was in the smoothie and added to the granola. That's gonna give you a fat blood sugar spike straight to the dome piece. And then later on, you had a burrito bowl and some tortilla chips. After that, you went to a different fast food establishment and got a pretzel twist, a corn dog, and a Reese's Blast. Not one of the best days that I've ever seen from Diamond by a long shot. After much deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 10. That was nothing but fast food all day. Diamond typically gets a higher score when she eats some of her parents' homemade food. So I would recommend more of that. What do you think of my scores? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Like I said, will you be my Valentine by subscribing to the channel? Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.